the real teacher? Where does he get his inspiration from? Right? If he knows he's following scriptures, right, the proper way, right, there's a source, right, where this information comes from, okay? But he's not following that, right? Let me play a little bit of it first and then get to some scriptures. Because he's talking about the chart also that is off, right? And I know he's referring to us at the GMS camp, all right? Because we out there push the signs, yes? We push prophecy. We push the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, right? Right? We push the nuclear missiles, yes? World War III. We push all of that, right? He's not pushing all that, okay? All he wants to do is debunk us like he knows everything. Watch this, brothers and sisters. Then I'm going to stop it and bring up some scriptures.
All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube, this is Pastor Dowell, and this is
Brother Steve.
We up here at the northern tribes of Israel up here in Canada. Brother Steve is an indigenous Indian of this particular territory right here in this province, this nation up here in Canada. And of course, on my way up here, I've been grieved over the years about some of the false teachings that is going out. That's been perpetuated as so-called Hebrew Israeliteism. And what we're going to do is set the record straight. We're going to set the record straight because, number one, the Bible does not deal in races. Races was created by a German philosopher by the name of Johann Blumenbach in the 1600s. Anytime you read the scriptures, it always has to do with someone and their nationality. And we're going to set the record straight of a lot of false doctrines that have been perpetuated by the so-called Hebrew Israelite community. And you're going to get the truth here. And the whole idea of this is because there are families being broken up, homes being broken up in a bad way because of bad doctrine. I do have a warning that I want to give to every one of you out there, be you natural-born Israelite, Hebrew, or a Gentile. Whenever you see these people standing on street corners and you see them so-called ministering to their people or they don't do it to the nations because they break scripture, but they want to minister to their people and then they want to rebuke everybody who they perceive to be outside of the covenant or a Gentile that would never even have a chance of salvation. My instructions to you is this. These people set up in classrooms months and weeks and years on end to become professionals at their doctrine. In other words, they're using the Bible to support their doctrine. We exercise exegesis, they practice eisegesis. And what I mean by that is that what we're going to do here today is we're going to import the meaning out of the text using proper methods and modes of interpretation.
All right, first of all, where do you get your inspiration from? All right? You have to follow order. Where do you get your inspiration from? Right? We know where our inspiration comes from. Okay? I've got a scripture and it's in Titus 1 and 9. Holding fast the holding fast the faithful word as he have been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers, right? So you hear that word taught. You have to be taught, okay? There's only one true doctrine and you have to be taught that doctrine, right? It's not of any private interpretation, like you know the book inside out, right? Everything has to be coming through the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? And he passed that information, that knowledge on to our elders. Right? Not you.
Interpretations. And what you're going to find out that a lot of these camps, and be it British Israelite doctrines or whoever it may be, what they do is they practice eisegesis and they import meanings into the text, meaning they read things into the text that is just simply not there. You are not equipped to get out on the street corners and to argue with these people because you know one Bible verse, John 3:16. You, your pastors, your preachers, your teachers, your ministers and stuff, y'all not equipped to battle these people because that's how they look at it. Battling. They're battling people out there, and they have this particular warrior type mentality. And of course, their theology is to annihilate and to destroy anyone that comes in their path or in the wake of their...
Yeah, because we follow the scriptures, yes? Right? It's been passed down. Okay? 2 Peter's 1 and 20. And we all know this. And you know this too, Pastor Dowell. Yes? For, right? Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation. Okay? I don't see you putting up prophecies. Huh? Major prophecies, what our elders talk about. Right? The mark of the beast, the RFID chip, right? And more, right?
Path concerning doctrine or what they believe to be doctrine and truth. So we're going to give you the truth here and the true straight way today of what the Bible has to say about the Gentiles. Now, there's no way. It's virtually impossible for us to literally exhaust the whole entire Bible. We're going to try to keep it as short as possible, but at the same time maintaining some form to where you can be intrigued. We're going to use the scriptures. We're going to let the Bible in itself, and what we mean by the scriptures, we're talking about the Old Testament as well as the New Testament writings. We're going to see exactly what it has to say concerning the Gentiles, concerning what the book says. Now, there's a few things I need to address that I took some notes on right here, and one of them is, let's go ahead and set some things straight. Number one, the 12 tribe chart that you see these people holding up on the street corners is false. 100% false. It cannot be proven by the scripture. Again, what you have is somebody out there of the One West camp a long time ago practicing eisegesis by important meanings into the text, important words and theologies into the text, and trying to define people for what they believe who they were, which it just simply cannot be supported, and it cannot just be found by the way that they say. So the 12 tribe chart, as they have it, is false from the get-go. Also, they have a very bad doctrine out there of trying to make everybody who is clearly explained in the scriptures as someone of another nation. They try to make them Israelites in order to try to make the text suit their doctrine. I'll give an example. Ruth, the Moabite. She was not an Israelite, she was a Moabite. And such as, you'll deal with, Cornelius. He was a man of an Italian band, a centurion, a soldier. He was a Roman, but they would try to even make Cornelius an Israelite. In other words, what they do is they take every single iconic person, every single representation of someone in the scriptures, and when it clearly defines you what their nationality was.
Listen, I just want to bring out another scripture, okay? And it's going to be Galatians 1, 6 to 9. Right? Galatians 1, 6 to 9. Marvel that thee are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Yahushua HaMashiach unto another gospel, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and would pervert the gospel of Yahushua HaMashiach. Verse 8. But thou, we are, or an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached, okay, unto you, let him be accursed, okay? So obviously, to preach the true gospel, the genuine gospel, the one doctrine, it has to be taught by someone, right? It has to be taught for you to listen, right? Take heed, pray, right? It's all spiritual anyway, okay? You talk about the chart is not right, You're not spiritual, right? Because we go according to the Spirit, okay? Everything is spiritual about that chart, that 12 chart, right? 12 tribe chart, right? And you're not a spiritual person because we go according to the Spirit. Verse 8 again. But though we or an angel from heaven preach any other gospel unto you than that which we have preached unto you, let him be accursed. Verse 9. As we said before, so say I now again. If any man preach any other gospels, he repeating this, right? Unto you than that ye have received. Received, How do you receive something? Right? It has, in order to receive, something has to be given to you. Right? Right? And our elders are giving us the knowledge. So they're giving us some knowledge, right? Giving us all the genuine doctrine knowledge, one doctrine knowledge, right? For us to receive it, right? We receive it, we understand it, we take heed, right? And we follow it through, okay? If you want to go deep into it. Let him be accursed, right? Now this teacher here, right? Pastor Dowell, just don't take it upon your own self, right? Don't take it upon your own self. Everything is spiritual, okay? We can't go back 3,000 years, right? So we have to go according to the scriptures, right? Which is a gift given unto our apostles of Great Millstone and is passed down to us brothers, right? Well, the prophets, the brothers, right? And passed on to me, right? I'm still on the milk, right? And on the, you know what I mean? So, I'm telling you, this, he's talking about exposing the false doctrine, right? I know he's talking about, the main camp, yeah? The main one camp, GMS camp, right? Okay, because we push the sign. So that is a telltale sign that he's talking about us. Because you've got other Israelite camps out there, okay, that talk, speak scriptures, okay? But our apostles of Great Millstone goes deep into it. Deep, deep, deep. Inside out, outside in, right? So with all that, brothers and sisters, I just wanted to bring up this video here, and you could watch it because it's 43 minutes long, right? And you could continue it, right? I said it in the beginning of the video, and you could type it in and look at it yourself, okay? So don't be confused. Pray over it, okay? Okay? And the Spirit would lead you. Because if you're chosen, the Spirit would lead you to that right doctrine, right? So with all that, I give our praises to Yahweh Ba'Sham Yahushai and double honors to our